This is the S&P 500 Spider ETF SPY one-day reading for February 15, 2024. It's currently December 18, 2023, 7:58 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading is $471.97. That's USD. And the shuffle file that we're about to play for you was created on December 5th, 2023 at 8:59 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video here in the corner. The overall theme and behavior for SPY throughout the 15th is a notable decline. That or bearish price swings. You can get either of those with the moon card. The behavior around the high side for the day, there's a notable opportunity that will stand out. It's an opportunity on at least a one-day chart, probably a multi-day chart, but it's an opportunity that'll stand out amongst other opportunities within like the month of February. There at the high, and the behavior around the low, we have the revisiting of a support level that was recently a past opportunity in a period of sideways rotation along key support, and a sharp drop that stands out in that period of sideways rotation, taking us to a low. I'm advised to trade around the completion of a rally. There's also cross-reading congruencies, two cross-reading congruencies here, pretty strong, like a double cross-reading congruency actually, and just a normal cross-reading congruency here for the lows. Before we go any further, just want to make sure you guys are aware, if you had early access on our website, Tarot for Traders, you would have been able to watch this video as early as December 19th, 2023, rather than waiting until January 15th, 2024 when it comes out publicly. If you're interested in trading, you want to see it that far ahead, basically all of the public versions that come out on YouTube come out as early as possible ahead of time on our website, and you can get early access here on our services, SO Meta Post on our website, tarotfortraders.com. Our services, SO Meta Post. Click here to subscribe. $29 a month, $249 for the year. Really helps to support the channel. Much appreciation to all my supporters, and blessings to all my angel investors. So in the pre-market, we have a period of volatility and a sharp drop that stands out in that period of volatility. Right around the open, we have a big move higher, pushes the upper end of a range higher, at least on a one-day chart. And then there's an important resistance level, or there's multiple failed attempts, I should say, to break through key resistance or resistances there in the first half hour, followed by sideways fluidity, equal amounts of bulls and bear inflow and outflow, kind of like price swings here between roughly 10 and 11. There should also be a low in there, as well as a high right around 11 o'clock. The devil card, so there's a fake out there between 11 and 12. A lot of volatility here. It looks like it's another decline, a bit of a rally around 11:15 that turns into a decline by the end of the 11 to 12 o'clock hour. Between 12 and 1, we have a low for the day, probably closer to 1 than 12. We have a low for day and a high for the day. A lot of price change there, and an important resistance that we probably see more than once, either today or we see it again very shortly, like the following day. That's the princess of discs. A lot of trade opportunity around there. You can probably position yourself, trade both directions around that resistance level, because there'll be a lot of price change back and forth. Out of that low around 1 o'clock, we have this big move, even in the face of seemingly overwhelming headwinds or scary chart behavior. We have a big move higher, taking us to a high. From that high, we have a sideways fluctuating decline between the crest that forms between 1 and 2 and the 2 to 3 o'clock hour, somewhere in there. I should say even like 2:30. Between 1 and 2:30, there's a sideways fluctuating decline off of that crest or peak that precedes a rally, a pretty sharp move to the upside around like 245, 230, 245. And that's where we probably have a day side. There's a really sharp decline in the last hour off of a high or the completion of a rally somewhere there between 2 o'clock and the close. I mean, closer to 2 o'clock. There's a notable decline and the ace of discs opportunity to cash out. A lot of different trades that could be done here, guys. But what I would say is when you decline from the high here, the first high that we see midday, when we decline from that, I would probably look to open at the high short position, close it around 1 o'clock at a trough, which is probably the deepest that we've been thus far in the day. And then I would look to open up a long position and close that long position when we revisit that resistance level somewhere towards the end of the day. And the sneak preview for the 16th, there's a decline at some point throughout the day that offers an opportunity to close short positions or open up long positions. I probably want to be out of short positions by the end of the day here on the 15th. In any case, that's SPY for the 15th of February. If you like this information, please subscribe. Really helps the channel. Most importantly, make sure to follow the rule of karma. We could not put out this content without our angel supporters following through on that. Blessings to all my angel investors. You know what to do. You know where to go. I'll see you guys on the next one.